Hello, hello. Give me a moment to get set up here. All right. Testing the mic real quick. Testing the mic real quick. Hey, Sophie, what's up? So on the USD chart. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I didn't see that. Yeah, I'll go over fetch here. Give me a quick second. I want to see. So last night on Bitcoin, wasn't even this one. This is the basis. So let's just see what Bitcoin's doing, and then I'll go over fetch. So this is kind of the idea we had on Bitcoin, the one I posted in the Discord. This was the bullish scenario if we can reclaim this level, and the bearish scenario was losing that level here. And at the moment we are looking bullish. Let's see. So it's this low on the hourly that we want to be holding. If we can hold this one on the hourly, then we're looking up. But at the moment I would bet up on this. And on the so your question was macro, right? I don't know. Yeah, long term. So on the macro, I'm still pretty bullish. It's definitely possible that we see pullback or like ranging here before we see a move up. But there's honestly no reason to assume that we're going to be bearish here. Bybit. Yeah, Fetch is looking even more bullish. Is Fetch at all-time highs? Oh, it is. Honestly, I'd probably hold Fetch. It's kind of hard to say, but I'd probably hold Fetch until Bitcoin sees some sort of signs of reversal, or if like Ethereum sees some signs of reversal. And I'd probably wait for that on the daily, because you can probably get signs of reversal on the 4-hour and then still get movement up. For example, like, so this is Bitcoin here. Like Bitcoin, you got confirmation here that you're gonna be bearish. You have all these lows broken, right? But you just range and go up. And I think you can get false signals like that on the 4-hour, but if you get that on the daily, I think it'll be pretty pretty solid that you would get some sort of reversal. So the only downfall of that would be that you would be kind of giving up a little bit more of your gains. But yeah, but since Fetch is at all-time highs, there's honestly no reason to sell off. Like, if anything, I'd buy more Fetch. Yeah, I'll check Bitcoin dominance here. That's why I did say, or if Ethereum starts falling. Ethereum has always been, you know, the leader for altcoins. So let's see. So Bitcoin dominance hit the top of the range here. In a second, let me just take a look at this. Closer to that level here. Oh yeah. I mean, this is kind of the level I'd be interested for Bitcoin dominance to hit. Let's see if Bitcoin dominance does continue to go up. It's like yes, but Fetch's PA is looking so bullish. If you look at like Solana, for example, you're getting some sort of distribution here. You're getting sell-off. Like, there's some fight between buyers and sellers. You go to Fetch here, there's no fight. And that's because it's at all-time highs. So when you're at all-time highs, there's no overhead supply, right? So selling pressure is a lot lighter than it would be with other assets that are not at all-time highs. So in terms of other altcoins, as Bitcoin dominance comes up, you could see sell-off. Yeah, but Fetch, since you're at all-time highs, it's the selling pressure is a lot lighter. But once selling pressure does come in, it could be pretty dumpy. So I'd probably, like I said, I'd probably just still watch Bitcoin, or maybe even Ethereum. I just watch for reversal confirmation on either of them, and yeah, possibly just sell out of Fetch. But honestly, you're looking bullish here, and until you have bearish confirmation, I wouldn't sell. Bitcoin to Fetch. Or, I mean, Fetch to Bitcoin, right? I guess it's the same thing. Well, you're just setting Bitcoin as your base currency for Fetch. So pretty much if Bitcoin's more dominant, you're not going to get as much of a push up. Whereas if Bitcoin is weak, you'll get a bigger push up on Fetch if you're trading these two currencies. I probably wouldn't worry about this too much. Yeah. So crypto is a little different, as once you do start to see sell off, like crypto is one of the the assets that you'll just see big dumps. So that is why I don't want to say like wait, like if you wait for confirmation, then you'll guarantee like a good sell point. But I don't know, just in the strategy that I use, I always wait for confirmation. But what you could do with Fetch is, since you're seeing a pretty big move up here, you're likely to see, instead of dumps, you're likely to see some sort of distribution. I just don't know at which level, just because you're at all-time highs. You could take your fib. Hold on. You can take your fib. Here and see if you get to one of these fib extensions. But honestly, it's just Whoops. Oh, it was right there. Yeah, I mean, you can check your fib and see, you know, how far you're gonna get up in that extension, but I would personally just wait for signs of distribution, and I'd wait for double confirmation before I would sell out of this. And I'd probably wait for double confirmation on higher time frames, likely on the daily for fetch. Like I said, you just might get, you know, you might just not get your optimal exit. Oh, zoom out on the fetch charts. Oh shoot, I thought we were at all-time highs. All right, well, this is a lot different. God damn, we're like all-time lows. Okay, well, now it seems like we're pretty obviously headed for this high here. So long term, so this is how I would play fetch. I would watch this on the daily, right? If you get daily closes above these levels, then I would hold. If you get daily, if you can't get daily closes above these levels, then I would sell. And on top of that, if you do get daily closes above these levels, so just say you get a daily close here, you're definitely gonna get some sort of a distribution here, right? But if you get daily closes above, you'll get price action like this, you'll get confirmation, and I'll definitely add to my position here. And same idea here. If you get daily, if you can't close on the daily, I'd probably sell. But same idea. If you get double confirmation and close above, I'd be adding to my position here. All-time high, but on this chart is different. Are you talking about the oops. Sorry, what's your question, Stealthy? You're saying it looks interesting on higher time frames? Oh, is it? Oh shoot, I didn't realize I was on the Bitcoin chart. Is there more data for fetch, or is this? That was my bad. I didn't even realize. I see what you're saying now. I probably wouldn't trade off the fetch Bitcoin chart. But you could definitely use that as reference for sell points, like we just went over. I'd probably still see how it reacts here. But I personally trade more off the fetch USDT chart, and I just probably wouldn't sell until I get daily confirmation. Like this would be my sell point once we break this low here, like on the daily. This could be because Fetch had a like it wasn't listed on Binance until like 2019. Maybe KuCoin has more data. Let's see. No. Bybit. No. I'll definitely get more data. Yeah, I don't know where this was first listed. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find out. So Fetch was listed on Binance initially, so maybe maybe Fetch was listed on Binance as a Bitcoin pair. So it was listed in 2019. Yeah, it was probably listed as a Bitcoin pair initially. Hold on, let me go to Fetch here on Binance. Oh wait, that makes sense. Oh, this is the start of Fetch. Oh, we are at all-time highs. So you're wondering why it looks so different on this chart, on the Fetch Bitcoin chart? Get the difference between this chart and Fetch Bitcoin? This is because back in 2019, Bitcoin is really strong, right? Let's go to 2019 Bitcoin. Oh, I thought it would have been way up there. 2020. Okay, 2019. What the hell? Coin USDT. Get more data here. Oh, I guess it wasn't that strong. But in 2019, March 2019. Let's get to March. Oh shit, it was hella weak in March 2019. Oh, I guess that explains the drop. But there, wait, your question, I don't think this is it, but that's why I don't get the difference. So as Bitcoin goes up, you can see that Fetch goes down, right? So in 2019, Bitcoin was on its rise up, and probably Fetch wasn't like, you know, like a large currency back then, like one of the main currencies. So it didn't have a lot of like upwards momentum, right? Like, so Fetch was probably kind of stale while Bitcoin was going up. that's why this chart is like this, because as Bitcoin is gaining a lot of momentum, as it's gaining more value, Fetch's value will decrease if you're buying Fetch with Bitcoin. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, like if you have, you know, just say Fetch is worth, how does that make sense though? Because when Bitcoin pumps, alt mostly follow, or does this mean? No, that probably just meant that Fetch didn't have as much of a, it probably didn't have a lot of like buying pressure compared to Bitcoin. So even if Fetch did go up, just say like Fetch was worth $1, right? So just say Fetch was worth $1, Bitcoin was worth $2, right? So Fetch would be like valued at 0.5. This is just an example. So remember, this is Fetch is worth $1, Bitcoin's worth $2. As price is going up, just say Fetch doubled and Fetch is worth $2, but Bitcoin quadrupled. It's worth $8 now. Fetch's value now is at 0.25 compared to Bitcoin. That's why the charts are different. So even if Fetch is gaining value, if Bitcoin is gaining more value compared to Fetch, the Fetch Bitcoin chart is going to go down. So yeah, that's why the chart's a little different. But yeah, in terms of Fetch's chart, I probably wouldn't trade off the Fetch Bitcoin chart still. That might be good levels to look at, because we don't have any more data for all-time highs for Fetch. But just because we get rejection from these levels on Fetch Bitcoin, I think doesn't mean that we can't get continuation on Fetch USDT. I want to say it doesn't tell you anything special. These levels can still be significant, right? Because there are plenty of algorithms that trade Fetch, probably based off a Bitcoin currency instead of USDT. I'm just saying, like, if I was trading this personally, I would like I would look for a daily confirmation before I sold. Like, yes, I wouldn't get the optimal exit, but depending on where you got in, especially if you got in like, you know, anywhere here or even below, you know, you're still looking at a pretty good trade here. Yeah, I do. I remember you sending this to me a long ass time ago. Yeah, you're balling now. Yeah, this is a really good call. This was good. So Solana, this is kind of the confirmation that we talked about in the Solana video. Or if you got confirmation here that we're gonna see moves up, and pretty obviously saw a move up here. Definitely this high would have been some sort of resistance, but you just close straight above it on the 4 hour. Then you tap right into it. Yeah, you close above this previous high, tap right into the zone of demand there. Yeah, everything's looking bullish. I just wouldn't sell off just yet. Let's see it. Do we have any news coming up next week? We probably have news. Let's see what news we have next week. We have GDP. Oh, never mind. That's for our Australian dollar. We have JOLTS job openings on Wednesday, which would be pretty volatile. Unemployment claims on Thursday. And unemployment rate on Friday. Yeah, next week is going to be pretty volatile. Let me see the week after. Yeah, CPI, unemployment claims, core PPI. Yeah, we have a lot of news next week. For all time, for examples or so let's just look. So if you go back to fetch here, just say we were at previous all-time highs, right? Well, look over here. You're like just say you're at previous all-time highs like this. Like I would just wait for, see like how this low right here, like all these buyers and sellers are just like fighting to, you know, either break this low or keep this low, because that's the confirmation. Like once this low is broken on the daily, like people's, you know, idea on the market structure will shift and you'll get more sellers coming in. But when you have like this on the daily for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 11 days, like 2 weeks pretty much, you saw this move up. There's probably some sort of news or I don't know, some sort of catalyst that brought it up. But then you go up here and you finally get a low break. That's your double confirmation. Once you get this break, on the very next day, you get taps into the zone of supply here, and you could easily, if you wanted to, you could easily go short here as well if you want to reverse your position, right? Setting your stop is kind of up to you. You can just set it at the top. What I kind of like to do is set the FRVP, and I probably set it above either the POC or the value area high. And then, yeah, but once you get that on the daily, you're looking pretty good for reversals. And on fetch, it looks hello. Is it better? Can you hear me? Hello. Is it better? Okay, cool. Did you get the part about this, Stealthy? I don't know why my mic does that. Alright, possibly go get a new one. But when you're at all-time highs here, you had double confirmation on the daily and you went down. If you go over here, let's look at the same thing. Couldn't break this low. Oh, you finally get, so you see huge wicks on the daily, right? When you get something like this, I'm definitely looking for some sort of confirmation for a drop, and you get that right here. You get a low right here, and it gets closed on by this candle. You get a lot of retests on this level. It looks like you're trying to break above it, but the overhead pressure is probably just way too big here. Like probably no one's buying after this, and you get your drop. And likely this is when Bitcoin is falling too. Yeah, this is when Bitcoin is falling in like 2021. So you're probably watching Bitcoin here. I think Bitcoin made a new all-time high here. But you can see that fetch is obviously not. But just say you made the mistake of buying back in this area because you saw Bitcoin was going up again. And just say you bought sometime in this area during this sort of distribution phase. You once again get double confirmation. There you're going down. You get more confirmation here. Like all these lows just get snapped by these daily candles. And then you wait for the double confirmation, which is this candle here. That'll be your sell point. Like even if you bought here, like this is where you would sell, regardless of this drop, because like when you drop, you always get tapped back into supply, because you need that selling pressure. So that is kind of the price action I would look for, Stilty. Is definitely price action that looks like this. Yeah, price action that looks like this. Get a low broken here, and then you get distribution, go down. Like what I was saying is that you just won't get the optimal selling point, right? But you'll get confirmation, you'll sell here. Yeah, no problem, Stilty. I hope that helps. It's pretty important, you know, understanding that concept, because you know, otherwise you don't know when you're gonna go back down, right? You just keep writing it up. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, look at Phantom. I still have a small bag of Phantom. Let's see how it's doing. So Phantom, it's looking kind of weak. I'd probably, so this looks like the top of the range, kind of in this area. This is not accurate at all. It's a general area. So this looks like the top of the range. Let's look on the weekly. Maybe if you get some sort of divergence here. So maybe I'd probably look at the weekly chart here for Phantom if we're looking for a long term. You know, if you clear this high here, but we are getting like divergence on the RSI. That's something. That's literally the only way I use RSI. Otherwise, I don't really touch it. But yeah, that's kind of what I look for. Phantom is looking, actually looking kind of bearish. Hold on, wait. But just kidding. We're looking bullish here. So you have confirmation over this high. You see you have taps into the zones of demand here. So we're absolutely heading for this high here. And I'd probably wait for daily confirmation. And if we get a daily confirmation over this, then we're headed for this high. And then after we clear this high, I'd probably expect us to not clear this on the daily and then start seeing a move down. A rather large move down, probably maybe even back towards the bottom of this range here. And as Bitcoin is kind of making its statement on where it's going, I can see Phantom just kind of ranging here and either breaking out to the bottom or breaking up to the top. So to answer your question on Phantom, I don't think it's as strong as other things. Like for example, like Solana, you're already breaking those highs, right? Whereas Phantom, you're not quite breaking those highs yet. Solana's definitely headed for this high. Last question. Sorry, give me 1 second real quick. Long-term spot alts. There's a couple. Prisma Finance was a currency I was looking at. Singularity DAO, Pixel, and you have your metaverse coins like Sand and Mana. I'm still looking at those. Safe 11, Safe and Shiny 12, Potential Gems, and Degen Dope. Those are some like small bags I would hold. Some other ones are like LYX, RLB, Super, Whiff. I'm looking at my list here. I look at Beam, BEAM, Whiff, WIF. I don't know if you're getting all these. ZKF. I can send you a list in Discord, Sophie. Might be probably easier, right? I'll post you a list of altcoins that I'm looking at in the Discord. Yep, no problem. Sounds good, man. I'm probably gonna cut the stream here as well. For anyone else who's gonna watch this, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.